Unreal Script. This is also a scripting language and it has object-oriented features. As in Java, UScript doesn't support multiple inheritance classes. All inherits from a common object class and are defined in individual files named after each class. The properties of programmable GPUs and shading languages are: generates pixel and vertex attributes, written in HLSL CG shading language, runs on the GPU, inherently data parallel. NVIDIA CG and Microsoft HLSL. The syntax of the two languages is nearly identical. Most C code will compile with the HLSL compiler with minimal and vice versa. Either compiler will generate more or less the same shader assembly for DirectX, and the compiler shader code is independent of the language used to generate it. The difference lies in things like the contents table. Map shader input variables to constant registers will require different CPU side code for CG and HLSL. Microsoft and NVIDIA collaborated on the language's design and development. The main reason CG exists is that NVIDIA wanted to release it sometime before HLSL was due to appear in DirectX, and also wanted to support OGL and DirectX with this language. At the time, there was no GLSL, and clearly MS weren't going to support HLSL for OpenGL. The languages are nothing more than ways of making shaders easier to write, but don't underestimate the value of that. C++ is nothing more than a way of making assembly languages easier to write, but that doesn't make it useless. The reasons for the existence of the languages are historical or political, and they are really not very different from each other. An application programming interface (API) is a set of routines, data structures, object classes, and protocols provided by libraries and operating system services in order to support the building of application. An API may be language dependent, that is available only in a particular programming languages, using the particular syntax and elements of the programming language to make the API convenient to use this particular context. Language independent, that is written in a way that means it can be called from the several programming languages. This is desired features for the several style API that is not bound to a particular process or system and is available as a remote procedure code. DirectX and Direct3D. Microsoft DirectX is a collection of application programming interfaces (APIs) for handling tasks related to multimedia, especially game programming and video on Microsoft platforms. Originally, the names of these APIs all began with Direct, such as Direct3D, DirectDraw, Direct Music, Direct Play, Direct Sound, and so forth. DirectX then was the generic term for all of these APIs and becomes the name of all the collection. After the introduction of the Xbox, Microsoft has also released multi-platform game development APIs such as Xinput, which are designed to supplement or replace individual DirectX components. Direct3D, the 3D graphics API within the DirectX, is widely used in the development of video games for Microsoft Windows, Microsoft Xbox, and Microsoft Xbox 360. Direct3D is also used by other software applications for visualization and graphics tasks such as CAD, CAM engineering. As Direct3D is the most widely publicized component of DirectX, it is common to see the names DirectX and Direct3D used interchangeably.